Sheikh, I've been having this problem for the past 6 months. Every time I urinate and I come out, I feel that something came out. So I go and wash my clothes and make wudu again. And as I enter the masjid, I feel that something is coming out. And I go, I put some tissues, I do this, I squeeze myself, and I found out that the best way is to, cough and jump and make stretching and fly kicks and all of this. Then now I feel okay, I'm clean. This is shaitan playing with you. Akhi, people have been urinating since Adam. Imagine, they've been urinating since Adam, peace be upon him, till this date. Everybody, it's a normal thing. Yet he comes and he possesses them. And he, wallahi, destroys people's lives. I remember once in Syria, I was in the masjid, performing wudu. A man was soaking wet. He performed wudu like gazillion times. We went to the masjid together. I said, Allahu Akbar. He said, next to me, he said, Allahu Akbar. And I should hit the guy, maybe the needle is stuck. Allah. And he went. And he performed wudu and came like 3 minutes later. And I continued prayer, not paying any attention, but I know that he went a couple of times. After prayer was over, I was sitting and the guy is off and on to the toilet, offering wudu and coming back. Allahu and going. What is this? Is this a proper Muslim? He's insane. Shaitan has taken over him. Through what? Through doubts. And how do we clarify these doubts? No way you can clarify and kick out and away these doubts except with knowledge. You have knowledge from the Quran and from the Sunnah. He cannot play with you. He cannot tamper with you. Everything you have doubt about, there's an answer to it. But unfortunately, when we don't have knowledge, again, drink with your right hand. Do not use your left hand. What's the ruling on drinking with the left hand? Shirk. Oh, no, it's not that extreme. It's shaitan. The Prophet says, Aasim, whenever you eat, eat with your right. Whenever you drink, drink with your right. Whenever you give, give with your right. Whenever you take, take with your right, because shaitan eats, drinks, gives, and takes with his left. And unfortunately, the Muslims now, when they go to restaurants and taking steaks, they have to be posh. Left hand, the fork, and the right hand, the knife, and they cut and they eat. Akhi, switch. You crazy? Look, people are looking at you. Switch. Everybody's doing this and doing that and dropping it. Akhi, your religion comes first as a priority. Don't please people, please the Creator of the people Azza wa Jal. So doubts, how can we block them? In short, through knowledge. You have to have knowledge of the Quran and the Sunnah, and then shaitan would stay away from you. Why? Because whenever he approaches, he gets burnt. Because you have the knowledge of the Quran and Sunnah, so this guy is difficult to handle. So let's attack him from another angle. And what is that? Desires, lust. Everyone has a weakness. Someone's weakness is the opposite sex. Another person's weakness is money. A third man's weakness is power and position. And it goes on. And he comes to you and he fuels the fire in you. And you cannot have, or you cannot be saved from falling into his traps and falling into these things without abiding by the virtues, by the piety, by the fear of Allah. So knowledge for the doubts, and the fear of Allah and the piety in you for the desires and lusts. And again, there are so many examples that I can give you, but and inshallah this does the job. Where do these desires come to the body? From the passages: the mouth, the nose, the ears, the eyes, and your private parts. So these are the passages that shaitan enters your body, and as the Prophet said, he runs like the circulation of the blood in our bodies. He is with us 24/7. He never leaves us. The Prophet says, as-salam, that everyone among you has a constant companion, qareem, that would never leave him. They said, even you, Prophet of Allah? He said, even me. I also have a qareem. Yet Allah Azza wa Jal has given me power over him, and Allah Azza wa Jal guided him to Islam. So now he does not instruct me except with good things. So even the qareem of the Prophet is a Muslim. But can we do this? Can we give our qareem da'wah? No, you can't. It is the only privilege of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. And if you look at the CV of Shaitan, we have a CV of 2 or 3 pages, with the courses and with the positions and with the achievements. If you look at the CV of Shaitan, his resume goes from Adam till date, peace be upon him. And it is full of achievements. Look, it started from making the son of Adam kill his brother. Project number 1, achieved. And it went on to the people of Noah. He made them worship the 5 righteous people, the scholars, the worshippers. When they died, they built idols, and after a generation passed away, a new generation came and they started worshipping them. He's the one who made the brothers of Yusuf throw him into the well, leaving him for dead. He's the one who did this, he is the one who did that. It would not be appropriate to say, MashaAllah, it's a good CV. No, it's not MashaAllah. Na'udhu billah. It is a horrible CV. But he's experienced. He knows each and every one of us so close. He's better than our Shaykh or by our psychiatrist. He's much better because he knows our weaknesses and he knows when it is the proper time to attack. And believe me, once he attacks, he never leaves you. He's more vicious than a shark. He will not leave you until you are doomed. And he goes into making us fall in sin in so many ways. Among them, for example, he makes us angry. He makes us in a state of rage. And rage is how he controls the humans. Once he gets you in a state of rage, khalas, he plays with you like kids play with football. And so many times people come and say, Sheikh, I made a mistake, I was so angry and I divorced my wife. Does the divorce take place? Of course it does. Why did you become angry? Oh, she was nagging all the time, take me out, and I didn't want to take her out, so I divorced her. MashaAllah. So this is out of anger, Sheikh. Is this divorce taking place? Definitely it's taking place. But it was out of anger. Nobody divorces out of fun. No one goes to his wife and says, honey, I love you, you're divorced. Nobody does this. Everybody divorces out of anger. But who made you angry in the first place? Shaitan. And that is why the Prophet, when his companion came to him and said, O Prophet of Allah, Allahumma salli wa sallam alayhi, advise me. What did the Prophet say? Do not become angry. Say, okay. Again, advise me more. Do not become angry. Do not become angry. And he kept on repeating it, alayhi salatu wasalam. Why do fights happen? Because you're angry. Why do divorces happen? Why do brothers don't talk to each other for years without end? Because of that anger. Why do problems happen at workplace? Because you cannot control yourself. This is why he comes and utilizes this. He comes also through envy. This brother has a bigger car. I'm gonna, scratch his from the end to the beginning with a key, as if that's it. Why? His car is much nicer than mine. I envy him. I'll throw stones at his windows bigger than mine. I give him evil eye. You never get sick? Whoa! The guy is on the floor, trembling out of illness. He comes, and this is why the brothers of Yusuf envied him, and look what they did. The brother of Cain and Abel, he envied his brother to the extent he killed his own flesh and blood. He killed his brother. And Abu Jahl, may Allah curse him, when of his companions came to him and said, Abu Jahl, is Muhammad a liar? And he said, by God, he's not. So he said, why don't you believe in him? He said, well, Banu Abd Manaf and Banu Hashim or Banu Muttalib, they were like this. They feed the pilgrims, we feed them. They water and give zamzam to the pilgrim, we give them. They give charity, we give. They fight against the enemies, and we also fight against the enemies. So we were so close, we were so rivals, to the extent that now they say, among us a man who gets revelation from heaven. How can we compete with that? By Allah, I will never follow him or believe him.